Right now, with no real end in sight, how local nurses say they are once again fighting burnout on the job.
My fellow Americans, the war in Afghanistan is now over.
Also, the president defending his decision to end the 20-year war in Afghanistan. This is News 3 now at 10. The number of patients in ICU beds here in south central Wisconsin has about tripled in the past month. And nurses in all units are feeling the burnout. Madeline O'Neill shares their message tonight.
Well, in Wisconsin, 89% of hospital beds and 92% of ICU beds are in use right now. And COVID-19 hospitalizations increased by about 41% this month here in our region. Of course, it takes staff like nurses to care for these patients. And for many, it's starting to feel like the beginning of the pandemic all over again, but without that initial outpouring of support.
It's serious here. You know, it's sad, it's hard, it's heavy work.
That work weighs on nurses like Alex Finch, piling on night and day over months of the pandemic.
To find ourselves in this situation again has been really hard.
Long after long hours at St. Mary's COVID unit, moments with her patients stick with her.
They'll tell us their last wishes or their last words, and I mean, you pass those along to family, but they stay in your heart and they stay in your head for at least 18 months so far.
Finch and others carry that post-traumatic stress and burnout on their shoulders as they walk back into units of beds filling with patients of all ages.
It can feel hopeless sometimes.
What I'm hearing is not again.
Gina Dinnick-Champion hears from nurses from across the state as executive director of the Wisconsin Nurses Association.
They're not feeling valued because of, COVID keeps coming and coming, and there's some solutions.
Solutions that can make life easier, she says, for both nurses and patients.
It's the people that are not vaccinated that are coming in those beds very, very sick.
In St. Mary's ICU, Finch hears from those patients.
And they say, I was wrong, please. They're calling their families and they're saying, please go get vaccinated. It's okay to change your tune.
When the light at the end of the tunnel seems more distant.
It's hard to feel like there's an end in sight.
Finch and coworkers find ways to lighten the load.
Someone had a birthday.
Celebrating moments with patients.
Someone's son was graduating high school and was speaking, and so we were able to get him cleaned up really nice, sitting up really tall, and he was so proud sitting in there.
She carries those good moments too. A boost when work gets heavy.
Stuff like that, they kind of get you through.
Now, the Wisconsin Nurses Association mentioned that finding enough nurses to care for those sick enough to be in hospital beds is a challenge, and that's as a national nursing shortage impacts us in Wisconsin as well.
Well, they are so vital. Maddie, thank you. And while breakthrough cases among vaccinated people are rising in Dane County, just released data from Public Health shows the hospitalization rate for vaccinated individuals remains far below those who are unvaccinated. Breakthrough infections have been more common since the rise of the Delta variant, but hospitalizations and deaths remain much lower than in the unvaccinated. 25 people were hospitalized and 3 died in Dane County from January through August who were fully vaccinated. That's less than 0.01% of the vaccinated population.
And new tonight, finally some good news on the vaccination front. According to a new poll, the number of Americans saying they are not very likely or at all likely to get a vaccine has dropped from 34% in March to 20%, a new low in the survey. And as for children,
the number of pediatric cases are increasing, and they are going to keep increasing.
The American Academy of Pediatrics is now reporting a 5-fold increase in the number of children testing positive from about a month ago. But the number of parents who said they'd likely vaccinate their children has also risen by 12 points from 2 weeks ago. 68% of those polled now say they're likely to or already have vaccinated their children. Taking a look over downtown Madison tonight, it is noticeably cooler out this evening as we get ready to enter September in just a matter of a couple of hours. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with our certified most accurate forecast.
But it's comfortably cool out here. We've had a couple of showers south of Madison earlier this evening. Those have since dissipated. Let's take a look at Doppler tracking. See those showers now across northern Illinois. It looks like all the showers have cleared out of southern Wisconsin. As we check out the high temperatures for today, they were in the mid to upper 70s in most areas before the clouds thickened up this afternoon. And right now temperatures have dropped into the lower 60s in most areas. A little thicker cloud cover toward Janesville, keeping temperatures there around 70. 70, but we will see these temperatures continue to fall because dew point temperatures are now in the middle 50s. That's about how cold we expect temperatures to get tonight. I'm looking for a low of about 55 here in Madison with mostly clear skies overnight. Tomorrow should be a sunny and pleasant day with a high of 76. We'll be about the same for Thursday. It looks like we'll probably see dry weather for the Labor Day holiday weekend as well. I'll have more details in weather in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. UW-Madison police tonight releasing new information about an altercation on campus involving freshman football running back Loyal Crawford. Police say there was a fight between Crawford and another person at a dorm, and at one point Crawford, they say, armed himself with a knife. Crawford was cited and has been dismissed from the football team. There were minor injuries, but not involving the knife. Now, on Twitter today, Crawford responded saying he is being treated unfairly, saying someone broke into his dorm room, tried to attack him while he was sitting on the couch. The attorney representing Crawford, Chris Van Wagner, says there is more to the story, and he will be presenting it to the appropriate authorities.
A Milwaukee grandfather is in jail after he was criminally charged for beating his 12-year-old grandson to death over the weekend with a hammer. Police say Andre Martina accused the 12-year-old of stealing money from his wallet and, quote, lost control. The 53-year-old is facing 5 charges, including first-degree intentional homicide. If convicted, Martina faces life in prison. Well, this was the scene in parts of Afghanistan today. Taliban supporters paraded coffins draped with American and NATO flags, celebrating the withdrawal of the last U.S. troops yesterday. The mock funeral, which also saw coffins covered in French and British flags carried through a large crowd lining the street, marked the end of a 20-year war.
Well, today, the president said his decision to withdraw was the right one, despite leaving U.S. citizens behind. The State Department says it has been in contact with some of those Americans. The president says military commanders on the ground advised that ending the mission as planned was the best way to protect the lives of U.S. troops.
I was not going to extend this forever war, and I was not extending a forever exit.
For any soldier, sailor, airman, or Marine and their family, your service mattered, and it was not in vain.
The administration estimates more than 122,000 people were evacuated, while around 300 Americans remain in Afghanistan. The administration says they will continue to work to get them out if they want.
We're also seeing new video today from the Taliban showing off some of the equipment left behind at the Kabul airport. This is an American C-130 cargo plane, and in a separate video, you can see Taliban fighters patrolling in American MRAPs. U.S. officials did previously say some equipment needed to be left behind. And tonight we're learning more about how some of the more than 5,000 Americans were evacuated from the Kabul airport. According to a pair of defense officials, the U.S. military negotiated a secret arrangement with the Taliban that resulted in Taliban members escorting groups of Americans to the gates of the airport. Americans were notified to gather at preset muster points close to the airport, where the Taliban would gather them, check their credentials, and take them a short distance to a gate manned by American forces.
Next at 10, Republican Rebecca Clayfish, Lieutenant Governor under Scott Walker, took another step for her own run for governor today, releasing dozens of policy proposals a week after she filed paperwork for a campaign committee. Clayfish has not formally announced her plans to run. Governor Evers has said he will seek a second term next year. Happening right now, the Madison Common Council in the middle of their bi-weekly meeting. On the agenda for tonight, a proposal for the Rindall Park homeless encampment. They are discussing it right now. And if approved tonight, the proposal would move the population at the park to a more sustainable temporary location on the southeast side on Dairy Drive. But right now, it's unknown if and when that transition would begin. And to stay up to date on that story, again, something they're discussing right now, as well as other stories, check out our free Channel 3000 News app. It is available for download now in your app store.
We have an update from last night's breaking news. A fire at an East Side business caused an estimated $245,000 in damage. Firefighters were sent to the KIPP Corporation on Atwood Avenue around 9 after employees were unable to put out the fire on their own. Crews say it was an oven that caught fire. The cause is still under investigation. Big investments in bus rapid transit, affordable housing, and sustainability are the headlines for Madison as the mayor unveils next year's capital budget today.
Our economy is starting to recover, but many of our residents continue to be disproportionately impacted by the pandemic's effect on their work, their housing, and their economic security.
Almost 40% of the mayor's proposed $355 million budget is just the first phase of bringing bus rapid transit to the city, but the majority of that is federal dollars. The rest focuses on increased opportunities for small business, millions in funding for affordable housing projects and first-time homeowners, as well as sustainability projects like introducing all-electric vehicles to the city. It is the largest capital budget for Madison since 2017, when the council approved a $360 million plan for the city's biggest projects and programs, and it's more than double this year's current budget. None of this is set in stone yet. It will all go to the Finance Committee and City Council next, with a deadline for approval by this November.
Down along the Gulf Coast, new drone video from Grand Isle, Louisiana. The vast majority of the homes there are destroyed, still underwater 2 days after Hurricane Ida made landfall. The death toll, now 4. More than 1 million people in the region are still without power, could be for weeks, and that includes most of the New Orleans area, which is now under a nighttime curfew. With temperatures on the rise, no air conditioning, the Biden administration says FEMA is staging more than 200 generators in the region as thousands of linemen help restore power. 2 paramedics at Gold Cross Ambulance Services in northeast Wisconsin got the call to help out down south. Gold Cross, part of the American Medical Response Network, which contracts with FEMA. The disasters happen. First responders from all around the country help with those relief efforts. It's all on a volunteer basis, packing up their ambulances and heading south.
It just is something I feel I need to do, give back.
When people are in their direst need, I want to be there to help them out.
Both James and Dale are currently traveling to a checkpoint down in Jackson, Mississippi for instructions on their mission. They expect to be there about a week.
Out in the West, the governors of California and Nevada have both declared states of emergency in response to the fast-moving Calder fire. It has now consumed nearly 200,000 acres since it began a little more than 2 weeks ago. It is only 16% contained. The entire city of South Lake Tahoe and the southern portion of the lake are now under mandatory evacuation orders. Tonight, the city of Madison taking part in their 4th annual Overdose Awareness Day Remembrance event. It's part of an international day of recognition. Hundreds of people gathering this evening at Old Brick Park to honor and remember those lost to overdose, along with placing flags in the ground with the names of loved ones.
Every single flag that is sitting behind me, they are with us. We are moving forward with them. We are remembering them. We're just going to have to understand how to survive and keep pushing forward with that grief and that loss.
The flags will stay at Old Brick for the next week. The CDC says the overdose death rate rose by nearly 30% last year compared to 2019. Still ahead at 10, the Dane County Airport announcing another new nonstop daily flight option.
Plus, the story behind Wooly the Mammoth up in Door County and his new home there. That's just ahead. Stay with us.
So what's your secret?
I guess I just try to help people.
And it makes you smile?
Yeah.
Like this?
But it's not supposed to hurt.
Yeah.
Unbeatable service without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam, as low as $59.95.
Govin Cars is selling new body style 2018 Chevy Equinoxes starting only $14,995 or $235 per month.
That's right. Govin Cars is having a huge sale on 2018 Chevy Equinoxes, very well equipped, starting at $14,995 or $235 per month.
So hurry today and just ask for my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Govin.
Or my dad, Don the Dealman Govin.
Go to Govin Cars East or West with over 500 vehicles to choose from.
You gotta go to Govin, GovinCars.com.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
At Culver's, we never tire of crafting fresh frozen custard right in our restaurants.
As soon as I'm like, who wants Culver's custard? The kids are already running out the door.
Hello, everybody. Here's your custard. Always rich and creamy, always sure to put a smile on your face.
It's more than just a special treat. It's creating memories with my children and family time.
Is it really good?
Yeah.
Family time is custard time. Welcome to Delicious.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Finally, I figured out Stanton Optical's secret. They actually listen to customers.
Protect those eyes from screen time. For back to school, get a free blue light filter upgrade with any eyeglass purchase. Only at Stanton Optical.
Wednesday on News 3 Now this morning, it's back to school for a lot of kids in our area, including Verona High School. We'll check out their new facilities that students will finally get to enjoy. Join us from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
And welcome back. There's a new flight offering out of Dane County Regional. The nonstop to Newark is back, announced by United Airlines this morning. Daily service begins September 8th. It's Newark, New Jersey, by the way. Earlier this summer, the airport announced seasonal nonstops to Miami, Orlando, Tampa, and Fort Myers. It happens. Hyundai Motor Company unveiling a new computer-driven taxi. It's called the Ioniq 5 Robo-Taxi.
It is a joint effort between the South Korean automaker and Motional, an autonomous vehicle company. They say the Robo-Taxi is an all-electric vehicle that can safely operate without a driver. Passengers do have some control over the vehicle. Lyft plans to use the Robo-Taxi to transport some of its passengers in 2023. Workers at Walgreens are getting a raise next year. The pharmacy chain will increase its starting wage for all hourly employees to $15 an hour. It will be rolled out in phases, with the first bump happening in October. Walgreens has 190,000 employees working across 9,000 locations in the U.S. Mike Richards will no longer serve as the executive producer of Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Sony, the company behind both shows, made the announcement today. It is the latest development in what has been a turbulent month for Jeopardy.
Police in Sturgeon Bay were on the move early this morning, leading a caravan with an unusual payload. Wooly the Mammoth has been on display in Fish Creek up in Door County for the past 4 years at a gallery. And today, he's moving a little farther south. He arrived at Bayview Park in Sturgeon Bay, crews quickly guiding the concrete and steel structure into place.
The sculpture weighs not quite a ton, about between 1,600 and 1,800 pounds. Wow. Wooly is about 14 feet long from tusk to tail, and he's about just under 8 feet tall.
He says the Mammoth represents the 1,200-mile-long Ice Age National Scenic Trail, which, of course, also passes through southern Wisconsin. Sturgeon Bay was named an Ice Age Trail community last year, and Wooly will promote the region.
Eric, cover your ears. As we prepare to enter September, it will soon start to feel more like fall. And just released today, the 2022 edition of the Old Farmer's Almanac is forecasting an extra chilly winter for Americans this year. They have dubbed it the Season of Shivers. The almanac predicts below average temperatures across most of the U.S., and this winter could well be one of the longest and coldest that we have seen in years.
But Gary is here.
Says the Farmer's Almanac.
Right. I didn't want to ask Gary what he thinks of this.
Gary's talking about.
We actually did a story a couple of years ago. Remember, I did a story about how accurate the Farmer's Almanac is, and it isn't very accurate. And the National Weather Service, the Climate Prediction Center, came out with their seasonal outlooks, and this is for the winter season across the country, including December, January, and February, meteorological winter. And it calls for above normal temperatures to the southern and eastern parts of the country, a little sliver below normal temperatures in the northwestern part of the country, much of the northern half of the country, including where Madison is, equal chances of above or below normal temperatures. And this is mainly because we're expecting another La Nina winter, where the waters of the eastern Pacific Ocean near the equator, west of South America, are a little bit colder than normal. And usually that means more variability. It doesn't mean that you're going to see cold weather the entire winter, or that the winter as a whole is going to be cold. Remember, last winter was an El Nino or a La Nina winter, and because of that, we had had temperatures that were about normal, except for that 1 3-week period during the month of February. Precipitation also expected to be below normal through the southern part of the country, above normal in the Pacific Northwest. That's good news there, but equal chances of above or below normal precipitation here as well, again with that La Nina weather pattern. The shorter-term outlook for fall calls for above normal temperatures for much of the country, with the exception of the southeast. They've got a lot of water lying around there, so that's going to generate more clouds and precipitation, probably keep temperatures a bit down there. Below normal precipitation, though, expected through the western part of the country, the eastern part of the country, equal chances of above or below normal precipitation. Then for the month of September, below normal temperatures where they've gotten all the rain so far, the western part of the country and the far northeastern and parts of the country, along with Florida, expected to see above normal temperatures and above normal precipitation through the east. A lot of this is just what's going to happen over the next day or two as the remnants of Hurricane Ida move through that area. They're going to get more than their average September rainfall just in the first couple of days of the month, so that's kind of a no-brainer there. 3 things you need to know in the forecast: dry weather here for Wednesday and Thursday. Then we're looking for some thunderstorm chances Thursday night and Friday, but right now it looks like most of Labor Day weekend should be dry, with thunderstorm chances returning by Monday night. Some showers that we had south of Madison late this afternoon and this evening have since dissipated. They're down across northern Illinois. Precipitation from the future track computer models from Thursday into Friday, calling for maybe a quarter to 3/4 of an inch of rain, maybe locally an inch in some spots, and then the rain early next week after Labor Day, maybe amounting to another 1/4 to a 1/2 inch in most spots. As we check out our forecast for tomorrow, look for a high of 76 degrees. Skies will be mostly sunny. Should be a nice day overall. And Thursday about the same, 78 with partly sunny skies. Again, those thunderstorms chances resume on Thursday night into Friday, but right now Labor Day weekend looking dry. Thunderstorms return Monday night into Tuesday morning, and then the end of next week should be dry and pleasant.
And coming up in sports, the Brewers looking for another win against the best team in baseball, and it didn't take long for them to settle in at the plate. We got highlights coming up next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You know, kids, when I was your age, we didn't have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with intelligent all-wheel drive. We had average cars that drove on average roads.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA. Every MyPillow is made with passion here in my home state of Minnesota to ensure you get the best sleep of your life.
One of the things that I really like about MyPillow is the support. It gives my neck a little hug.
I've never slept better in my life. What's better than a great night's sleep?
Call or go online to take advantage of my best offer ever. For a limited time, when you use your promo code, you can get premium MyPillows, regularly $69.98, now only $29.98. That's right, only $29.98. That's the lowest price ever. I tried every pillow, from expensive down pillows that just went flat to fiber-filled pillows that rebound every time you move your head. I even tried those memory foam pillows, and the curve did not match my neck, and it probably won't match yours. That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
MyPillow has a 10-year warranty. It's machine washable and dryable. And I back them with my 60-day money-back guarantee. Call or go online now to take advantage of my best offer ever. Use the promo code to get queen-size premium MyPillows, regularly $69.98 for only $29.98. Get king-size MyPillows for just $5 more. It's the lowest price ever. This is a limited time offer and not available in stores. Don't delay, order now. With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sleep well, America!
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. drunk, drive sober, or get pulled over.
You know, kids, when I was your age, we didn't have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with intelligent all-wheel drive. We had average cars that drove on average roads.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
The Wisconsin football team is looking forward to a lot this weekend. Of course, a season opener on Saturday against a ranked conference opponent, but also no more fake crowd noise and cardboard cutouts. And for the first time in over 600 days, real fans will be back inside Camp Randall Stadium. No doubt it's going to be loud, it's going to be crazy, and that's something the players are psyched about because for some, it's the first time they get to have the full Camp Randall experience.
You know, guys like Nick Herbig, you started an entire year of football, but you never played in front of a full Camp Randall, and you start joking with him a little bit, going, "Can you handle that? Like, are you going to be okay, or are you going to go take a step back?"
I think not only us, but everyone in Madison. I mean, I think this is what everyone's been waiting for a year and a half. They had this date circled on their calendar, and it's going to be up to us to make it a heck of a Saturday in Madison.
And cut day is officially over. NFL teams have their finalized 53-man rosters, or in the Packers' case, a 52-man roster, which includes 2 quarterbacks and 6 wide receivers. But of the roster moves today, 1 is going to impact the offensive line for a bit. David Bakhtiari will start the 2021 season on the physically unable to perform list, well, commonly known as the PUP list. With that, he's out for at least the first 6 weeks of the season. The All-Pro left tackle tore his ACL at the end of last year. Pack made some adjustments during training camp, moving Pro Bowl Elton Jenkins from left guard to tackle. And rosters aren't the only thing changing ahead of Week 1. Now, the location of the Packers and Saints game could be moved because it was originally scheduled to take place at the Superdome in New Orleans. That's up in the air now because of Hurricane Ida. Now, right now, the Saints are practicing at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. And landing a spot on the Kansas City Chiefs 53-man roster is Madison Memorial alum Darius Fountain. The wide receiver was drafted by the Colts in 2018. After a roller coaster few years, he signed with the Chiefs this past May. Fountain saying on Twitter earlier tonight that he's thankful for the opportunity and he can't wait to get to work. Heading into the final month of the regular season, Brewers and Giants are giving us a pretty good idea of what we could see come October. Brew Crew just collected its 80th win of the season last night, clearly looking to keep that win streak going. Runners on, Omar Narvaez drops one into right, and that scores Willie Adames for an early 1-0 lead. Avisel Garcia is going to follow suit. Grounds out to third, and that brings in another run, and the Brewers are just laying it on. They have a 5-run lead, and then off of a Giants error, that allows another run to score. Crew is leading 6-0 in the 5th. Plenty of former and current Badgers taking the ice tonight as the United States and Canada face off in the Women's World Championship gold medal game. The last time these teams played, Canada won 5-1. Well, U.S. gets to work early, 2 goals lead in the first period, and then both of them are coming from Alex Carpenter. Canada evens it up in the second period. This game heads to overtime, where Team Canada nets the go-ahead to become world champions. That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Update your home's interior right now at Menards. Get the floor of your dreams with our selection of Shaw flooring. From soft and luxurious carpet to durable laminate flooring and waterproof vinyl plank, you'll save 11% on all Shaw flooring. Add style and privacy to any room with Window Images window treatments. Plus, get your blinds and shades trimmed to width for free. All window treatments are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Right now, you can get 2.49% APR financing for 60 months, plus $750 TFS APR cash on a new 2021 Camry, RAV4, or Highlander. Toyota. Let's go places.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, people like GEICO because it's just easy. Bundling, for example. You've got car insurance here and home insurance here. Why not? Zoop, put them together. Save even more. Some things are better together, aren't they? Like, tea and crumpets. You wouldn't bundle just anything. Like, say, a porcupine in a balloon factory. No, that'd be a mess. I mean, for starters, porcupines are famously no good in a team setting.
GEICO. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
We all love reading the magazine, but did you know there's additional exclusive Madison Magazine content here on channel3000.com? Click on Madison Magazine for timely food stories and blogs on the local food scene that don't appear in the magazine. Find arts and entertainment and interesting Madisonians. There are featured columnists and online extras like photo galleries and videos. Channel 3000 and Madison Magazine. Together, they're your one source for all things Madison.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, Bud Light says its new drink is the taste of fall. The beverage company is releasing a pumpkin spice spiked seltzer. It is made with a blend of pumpkin, cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla. The new drink is part of a fall-themed variety pack that includes flavors like toasted marshmallow, maple pear, and apple crisp. It is available starting September 6th.
Why does everybody want fall here so badly?
I have no idea.
I can handle 70s, Gary, for another,
Yeah, let's
February.
not rush things.
Well, the average high temperature now is 75, and so we're going to be pretty close to that over the next week and a half. Live view from the Edgewater Skycam downtown Madison. Skies are clearing out here. Temperatures are now in the lower 60s and upper 50s to the north. 64 in Janesville, a little more cloud cover there. Dew point temperatures are starting to fall, though. Notice they're in the middle 50s here. A lot of times that's a good indication as to how cold we'll get overnight. And look for a low tonight of about 55. High tomorrow, 76 with clear skies tonight and sunny skies for tomorrow. 78 on Thursday. Some thunderstorm chances Thursday night into Friday. The weekend looks to be dry, including Labor Day. Some thunderstorms right after that, and then dry weather at the end of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.